episode 50 of Fist of the North Star, 1 point. The keyword for this episode is going to be dignity. In this episode, Mamiya goes to Medicine City to find some medicine that would help Ray, that would make him suffer less, let's say. But she doesn't know that Medicine City, since Kenshiro didn't defeat 𝚎𝚎, but almost, let's say, but as it's stated, he's back to being a sad, well, not sad, but a lone, a fighting warrior who suffers his fate. So it's kind of like his men don't control the areas anymore, I guess. And so it's again dominated by bandits. And so Mamiya didn't know that, so she goes and problems happen, of course. But here's the interesting thing I want to say. So the main antagonist in these episodes is the guy who loves dogs, right? If you remember. Now here's the interesting thing I want to say. So basically, Toki says that, right? Oh no, like Mamiya went there, but she doesn't know that now that 𝚎𝚎's men are gone, let's say. So it's bandits that reign over there. But so I guess if 𝚎𝚎 was still ruling, it would have been okay. And that's the thing. In this episode, we have almost an explicit mention of that. I mean, you have to guess the sequel, and so that's why we're talking about it now. Of this difference, it's the first time that we get it clearly on this level. The difference between, well, the main antagonists, most of them, like the Shin, 𝚎𝚎 type, and the ones we'll get later too, as these sad lone warriors that we see the past of, or we understand what's going on, so you try to have some empathy for them, which is why they can show his friends at the end of the day. And the 𝚎𝚎 types, as I call them. And that's why the key word for this episode is dignity, because that's the difference in level. Here's an important thing I want to say about 𝚎𝚎 already, but it's going to come a lot later. It's that 𝚎𝚎 is definitely a believer. He believes in something. Now, he especially believes in himself, but he believes in something, and he believes that this world of chaos can only be dominated. What this world needs is him and his terror. And he thinks that's good. This is very important. So you could almost phrase it as 𝚎𝚎 doesn't want to do something wrong. He doesn't want to do something bad. Now it is wrong because terror gets to be represented as the opposite of love and compassion. And so good, let's say. But 𝚎𝚎 is more ambiguous, and so this is, let's say, the general ambiguity that there is with these main antagonists. But the 𝚎𝚎 types, like you'll surely suffer because of them. And so they don't even have that level of and that is represented by this antagonist here being, let's say, friends with dogs. So that's his level. That's the difference between, let's say, a human that 𝚎𝚎 still is. So he has some dignity for that, let's say, and this guy. But we'll develop this dude more in the next video.